everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels. I'm sorry that I'm late. There is no excuse for it. I'm just sorry that I'm late. But I'm here with my coffee and my fan because we're under a heat warning. Oh no, we're under a heat warning, guys. The planet must be on fire. If you believe the liberal government. The planet is burning, you guys. It's burning. The whole thing. It's on fire. And we must throw more money at the fire to make the fire go out. That's how it works. Anyway. Holy crap. It's warm. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, we do need more audience submissions. If you have a Reddit account, go to the r/blindpress subreddit. And if you find any crazy shit, submit it. Submit it to that. And we will take a look at we will take a look at it, and we will see if I can show it on stream without getting hit. That's pretty much the only criteria. If I can watch it on stream without getting hit, or if it's like you know, not super old. Yeah, go to the r/blindpress Reddit page if you've got a Reddit account, or if you're on Twitter, you can tag at Pinkhallow or at blindpress or both of us in the video, and you can submit things for me to react to. I'm always happy to have those submissions. And I just realized that this Wednesday is not only wacko, but most of it is felonious. I didn't do that on purpose, but the wacko shit just also happened to be a lot of people committing crimes. And only like 2 of these things are police. We have a donut video, a Radical video, an Abba and Preach video, and a question period. But the Abba and Preach video, how do you look at wait, how do I what? How do you look at it? Oh! Pinkhallow will look at the video and help me, like, determine whether it's got, like, nudity or anything in it. I'm assuming you mean it instead of ow. That's just... Sorry about that. So, I do also have my kidlets home because it's still a heat warning, but I've sent them outside right now while it's overcast and they're under the trees and playing with water guns. Ghost Dog! What is up, my friend? How are you doing? Good to have you here. Good to have you here. So, yeah, like I said, I accidentally managed to make it a wacko and felonious Friday or Wednesday at the same time. So the donut operator video, we all know that donut has more than one story per video. But the main one, the title is that a sniper smokes the suspect through the monitor of his computer, which I think that's pretty awesome. But generally if it's a YouTube video, we would expect it to be pretty safe to watch. But yeah, if it's a Reddit video, please send it to me first so I know, just to make sure it's safe. Keyshawn Edwards, hello. Orinx, hello. Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Wow, maybe I should start at 11:30 more often. Anyway, let's take a look here at Mr. Donut Operator and his stories of snipers shooting people through computer monitors.
I get it. I can empathize with that situation.
Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know what's going through your head right now.
What concerns you? I want to make sure.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today's video is going to have a little bit of everything. We have a SWAT sniper that takes a shot that goes into the one-tap Hall of Fame, pipe bombs going off in an officer's face, and a lady cop fighting for her life.
Damn, we've got it all today. Jesus.
We have a lot of once-in-a-lifetime events called on camera, so stick around. But first, a word from our sponsor, Manscaped. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce the Smooth Sack Summer. When you're playing
the Smooth Sack Summer
in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed from pubes to bun. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make this happen. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys downstairs cool while looking hot. It has everything you need to prepare that summer bod. Inside this package, you'll find the MVP, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. This little guy right here that I've already opened up and I'm about to use on myself. It has two interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blades, one for taking a little off the top, and the new full blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Wherever you want to go smooth at. It also
I love this.
Features dual LED spotlights that provides better visibility on multiple skin tones. Dark nuts, light nuts, doesn't matter. 3 length setting combs, and oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower.
Nice.
This razor will defeat even the wildest pubes. You got some pesky little nose hairs? That's why there's the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer. It's waterproof, cordless, and rechargeable. Here's the kicker. It's also built with skin-safe technology. Guess what? Smooth Sack Summer gets even better. When you purchase the Performance Package 5...
I can't believe they actually say the Smooth Sack Summer. That has to be that's awesome.
2.0 Ultra, you get 2 free gifts. You get the Boxers 2.0. They're silky and make your Franken beans feel nice. They also threw in their Shed 2.0. It's your ultimate grooming command center, a perfect place to keep all your grooming gear organized and ready to roll. Don't miss out on Smooth Sack Summer, boys. To get all this cool stuff, all you have to do is go to manscaped.com, use the code DONUT. That gets you 20% off, free international shipping, and the 2 free gifts that we talked about. Make your Franken beans very smooth for the summertime by going to manscaped.com and using the code DONUT. Let's do shooting. For our first video, it's gonna have a lot to do with Florida Man. We know a lot about
Florida Man? Oh no, not Florida Man.
Florida Man around here. This is some award-winning shooting out of a Florida SWAT team. I'm not kidding. Dude actually won an award for this shot. It's gnarly. Yeah, I'm talking about this stud right here. You gotta see this shot. Fort Myers, Florida, February 6th, 2024. This idiot, he decided to rob a bank in the least f***ing around his state and the least f***ing around his country.
Oh, wow. Robbing a bank in Florida. What a lovely person. Great slogan. I agree, Ghost.
It obviously didn't work out because he ended up in a full-blown hostage situation.
At one point during negotiations, he became physical. He started to put one of the hostages in like a headlock, and he had the knife to her throat.
Oh, lovely. We've got a full-on situation here, turning from bank robbery to frickin' we're playing in the big leagues here. Now we've got hostage taking and kidnapping because all he wanted to do was just rob a bank because He can't get money the regular way.
You can barely see it there in the surveillance footage, but he has a knife to a female's throat and has another female hostage. At that point, you need to call in some shooters and negotiators too, I guess.
Else who has kids, I want to be able to help you with that. 100%, you heard? Come on, Alavachi.
Keep talking to me.
Right?
Let me
Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know what's going through your head right
So this is, I think, the hostage negotiator talking to him?
now. What concerns you have? I want to make sure you're the most relaxed.
While the negotiator was trying to get a response from the suspect, the SWAT sniper was busy using one of his teammates as a tripod to set up for a pretty gnarly shot, the one we were talking about a minute ago. I'm not sure as a tripod to set up for a pretty gnarly shot.
He's using his freaking teammate as a tripod.
One we were talking about a minute ago. I'm not sure, but it looks like they had to have practiced this at least once before. It's too fucking perfect. Problem is, there's a computer monitor in the way. But you're about to see that the old 308 doesn't give a fuck about a computer monitor.
I might act out too. I get it. I can empathize with that situation. Believe me, I can. Okay?
So there's the hostage negotiator. You can hear him talking. You can hear him talking off to the side, but you can also hear some noise where they're setting this up.
And I want to be able to help you with that. Right? As somebody else who has kids.
And you'll notice that he's not getting any response as he's talking. Like, he's just talking, and the hostage guy is not, the hostage taker is not talking.
I want to be able to help you with that. 100%. You heard? Come on, Alavachi. Right? Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know what's going through your head right now. What concerns you have? I want to make sure you're the most relaxed.
Pop! He's not talking anymore. He's not. Let's see. A felonious assault. A shoulder man. Nice. They fuck around and find out moment is
What
rising.
concerns you have? I want to make sure you're the most relaxed.
I want to make sure you're the most relaxed. Well, he's now the most relaxed. He will never be any less relaxed than he is now.
Go. Make sure you're the most relaxed. Go.
What a fucking beautiful shot. Once again, I'm sitting
That's insane. Just pop. I want to make sure you're the most relaxed. Pop.
here laughing about people being shot, but when they deserve it, beautiful shot. Once again, I'm sitting here laughing about people being shot, but when they deserve it, I really don't feel that bad.
Right? Like, come on. You can't help it when they deserve it.
Let's say I'm the hostage taker, right? Sorry, just spoiling this already. I'm the hostage taker, hostage here, computer monitor in front of me, much like there is right now. The sniper shot through a computer monitor, hostages on both sides, hit dude in his forehead. I just feel bad for those hostages. That's a little bit of trauma there. They might have a little PTS. But
yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. If I was the hostage, I'd be like, oh my God. What the hell's going on here? I'd be a little bit. Hold on a second. They should have. It's gotten really hot out apparently, even for the water guns. As well as a little bit of skull fragment. Yeah, no kidding, right? PTSD and some skull. Just a little bit of skull fragment. Okay.
I especially feel bad for the janitor that had to clean up all of that brain matter on the back wall, probably on the ground. But that's how life is when you want to take 2 females hostage in a bank. Also, I need to know who made that computer monitor. What brand is that? It took a 308 and didn't even blink. After the bad guy's head turned into pink mist, SWAT threw in a couple of flashbangs just to ensure that the hostage taker couldn't grow another head.
They flashbanged after?
SWAT threw in a couple of flashbangs just to ensure that the hostage taker couldn't grow another head.
Just to make sure the hostage taker couldn't grow another head.
Got any idea how much that stings?
That's funny.
You wouldn't believe it. Well, I do believe it because that sniper was awesome. Both of the hostages were unharmed, and one more badass cop has an award to go home with.
No kidding. He deserves an award. I'm sorry. If you're gonna be able to shoot through the monitor with cops on both sides and the hostages, that's awesome.
The next video doesn't take us much farther from the last. Putnam County, Florida. That's right, we have another Florida man on our hands. Florida man and Florida cops. You know some redneck shit is about to happen when they give you a county. Good old Putnam. This is a simple traffic stop. A police officer pulls over a car for having the wrong license plate on.
That's a thing? You can't have a chrome license plate? Okay.
Tags on this car?
My ex-wife.
Okay, well why is her tag on your truck?
I send her the money every month.
It's not registered to this truck.
Don't even tell me that.
I'm telling you that. You got your license on you?
Yes, sir, I do. Give me just a second.
So there's apparently his wife's tags on his truck. Well, okay. All right then. That's interesting. His ex-wife's tags on his truck.
And you got the registration?
720. At home.
Where were you headed, buddy? Can I open the door?
Yeah, go ahead.
I bet the hostages will never sit right in front of a computer monitor anymore. You're probably right there, Ghost Dog.
Lowe's?
You're headed to Lowe's?
Yeah.
Why is he asking?
Lowe's?
He's like, Lowe's? The cop's like, where are you headed? He goes, Lowe's? Like he's asking the cop if he's going to Lowe's?
You're headed to Lowe's?
Yeah.
Now, it's the next officer's line of questioning that is pretty interesting.
Anything in the car you know about guns, drugs, bombs,
I got
dope?
a 22 pistol.
Anybody in the car know about Wait, what?
A questioning that is pretty interesting.
Anything in the car you know about guns, drugs, bombs,
I got
dope?
a 22 pistol right there in the seat.
Oh, anything in the car I need to know about. Goddamn Florida guys, why do you have to speak so fast and drawl at the same time? Why are you you guys are in like the hottest, humidest state on the planet. Why are you speaking so fast? Anything in the car I need to know about? Guns, bombs, tires, blah, 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 blah. What are you, an auctioneer? Fuck.
Okay, well don't grab
That's
it.
legal. I'm not retarded.
That officer might as well have read off a list of everything that man had in his truck. But after a little small talk about drugs and whatnot, the officer notices something in the door of the vehicle.
Oh dear.
So when I search the car, am I going to find anything?
No, you go right ahead.
Cool. I can search it? I can search the car? So what are these dope baggies in this cigarette pouch right here for? You use cocaine as well?
What are these dope baggies in the cigarette pouch? Oh dear. First thing he finds is the dope. Oh, that's too bad for you.
No. I got 6 heart attacks.
Okay. Well, what does that have to do with the 3 baggies with the white substance in that?
I love when cops are just so calm about shit. They're like, okay, well, what does that have to do with this cocaine that I've just found over here?
Cigarette pouch right there.
Don't know.
Hop out for me, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I don't want to take you to jail, but if you're not going to be honest with me, man, you're going to go to jail.
No.
I
Okay?
guess that's
So why don't you be
true.
honest with me?
But wouldn't talking fast make you sweat more?
Okay, is there any crack or cocaine in this car you need to tell me
No,
about?
sir.
Okay, then what's
No,
in that?
sir.
Whatever. I couldn't tell you there. I don't.
Or cocaine in this car you need to tell me
No,
about?
sir.
Okay, then what's in that?
Whatever. I couldn't tell you there. I don't always have the truck.
Wait, what?
Sir.
Listen, man, I don't want to take you to jail. The white substance in that cigarette pouch right there.
No. I got 6 heart attacks.
Okay. Well, what does that have to do
I
with the
get
3
heart
baggies with the
attacks?
white...
Oh my god, that's what he said? That's what he said. I get heart attacks. Well, yeah, maybe if you did less cocaine, you wouldn't get heart attacks, sir.
The white substance
I'm
in that
just saying.
cigarette pouch right there.
Don't know.
Hop out for me, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I don't want to take you to jail, but if you're not going to be honest with me, man, you're going to go to jail.
No.
Okay? So why don't you be honest with me? Okay, is there any crack or cocaine in this car you need to tell me
No,
about?
sir.
Okay, then what's in that?
Whatever. I couldn't tell you there. I don't always have the truck.
What the... What? They want to get out of the heat. Yeah, you and Pincalo are right. It's just...
Okay. Because I don't believe that story, to be honest.
No, I can pee in a cup and all that.
That doesn't do anything for me. See these little dime baggies?
Yep.
These aren't yours.
Oh, yeah, them are mine. I ain't gonna lie, I had them for weed.
Weed?
Weed, that white, the white powdery marijuana, you know, the real White Widow. Jesus Christ.
There's nothing in them. I guess the white stuff I saw was like dust or something.
Oh, okay, it was just dust. Just a dusty old guy in a dusty
Just that white weed dust, you know. The
truck. Anyways, the officer moves the suspect over his car to search him a little bit.
I can search pockets?
Yeah, I got money.
Nitro pills, maybe in powder form. Maybe. I snort my nitroglycerin. I don't take it
Dang, I wish
so
I had that much
like
money.
a chump.
That ain't much, it's long.
Good.
It's mostly one.
Oh, goodness.
Can I set my phone?
What did he just find?
Oh, goodness.
Can I set my phone or something like that?
Yeah, of course, man.
What did he just find?
Yeah, of course, man.
Much is long.
Good.
It's mostly one.
Did he just find more?
Oh, goodness.
With that, oh goodness. Did he just find more? I'm guessing he just found more White Widow.
Can I set my phone or something like that?
Yeah, of course, man.
I had it in different pockets.
No, you're fine, brother. It ain't illegal to possess money. Like I said, I wish I had some money.
It's pretty close to the first of the month, so that's the only reason I got it.
Oh, I got you.
Got a
I'm getting
bunch
caught
of
up
money,
on
I'm
my
guessing?
project.
Here, walk up here with me.
The officer finds a bunch of cash on the guy, which isn't illegal, but the officer goes back to the suspect's truck to search it a little bit, where he finds the most interesting thing you could find. Mind you, it is a Florida man's truck. You're going to find some interesting things.
Yeah, you do got these little dime baggies everywhere.
Everywhere, huh? That's a lot of weed. In dime bag form. In white powder.
Well, you stand
I
at
got some in the store one time and it blew all over the place.
stand at the front for me.
I ain't never cleaned the truck out.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
I bought
I ain't never cleaned the truck up. What, are you gonna say that that's your ex's shit? Is that what you're gonna say? Your ex's dime baggies? It's not your powder, it's your ex's powder.
down on the truck there. Stunk bad and I just sprayed the seats down is all I did.
Yeah, there's your roach.
Yep.
I told you I didn't lie about it.
No, you didn't. I knew I could smell it.
I put about flowers on the floor when I got it.
Yeah. What kind of pipe is this?
Not a clue. I hadn't been in the truck.
That's a methamphetamine pipe, sir.
That's a methamphetamine pipe, sir. Whoopsies. That's put his hand in his pocket. Oh. That's not a pipe that you be smoking weed from, sir.
I've had 6 heart attacks. I ain't smoking no meth.
Well, it looks like you are.
It looks like you are. I found a whole bunch of powder, and now I found a pipe, a meth pipe, and I found the bags.
There's your weed. Listen, man, is there any meth in here? Just be real with me, brother.
I'm serious as a heart attack. No,
listen, this is a meth pipe. Okay?
Yeah.
There's methamphetamine in that. Okay? So if you would just be honest with me, I will help you out.
Dude, there's meth in the pipe. There's meth in your truck. You just cop to it, dude.
But if you do not be honest, man.
I ain't being totally honest.
You're not.
I'm not playing with stuff. There's no meth in there.
When was the last time you smoked meth?
Yes.
He's got weed, meth, a firearm, but we're missing something. This is Florida Man, after all.
Yeah, it's good. Oh!
Jesus!
What the fuck? It's good. Oh! What the fuck?
Jesus! He just
What
got...
the fuck was that?
I'm gonna back that up a minute. So he's searching.
Yeah, it's good.
Boom!
Oh! What the fuck?
Right in his face. Jesus!
What the fuck was that?
You got a fire extinguisher?
What did he just say?
You got a fire extinguisher?
You got a fire extinguisher?
1429.
Does he have backup, or is that just him on the scene? Coke kick. Bomb blow up. Yeah, right in his face.
What the hell was that?
Start fire. Something just exploded in this truck. I'm 77. It went off on me. I don't know what it was, but yeah, 77 for now.
I hope he's okay. He sounds like he's alright for now, but it's just him? Oh shit, so he's got nobody.
I think that was an airbag.
What the f was that, man?
I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
What was that, man?
What? How could you not know what that was? Were you just unknowingly driving around with pipe bombs in your truck? Yeah, okay. Sure.
Hey, come here. Now, put your hands behind your back. I don't know what the f that was, man.
I got to burn him.
How hurt is he, I
Which way?
Sit right there.
wonder? He definitely breathed something in. Probably the accelerant. That's some scary shit, especially if he's got no backup with him.
I honestly don't know what the hell that was.
I've got no idea what the hell that was.
I honestly don't know what the hell that was.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Did you put them in the front?
No. You.
No, fuck you. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, fuck you. No, I don't have anything in the truck. And then he just keeps finding, like, drugs and a gun. And then he gets a bomb blown up in his face. I'd be fucking too.
God. What the hell was that? If I know, how the f do you think I would know?
What we have there was a chemical pipe bomb that went off in the officer's face. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, that's also something that you'd kind of have to know was there. So for him to pretend that he didn't know what it was is really fucking insulting to the officer's intelligence, I think.
The bomb had one end that was filled with chlorine and the other end was filled with brake fluid. Someone's been reading that little cookbook that we all read when we were teenagers. As you can see, the dude even wrote safe and armed on one side, so him trying to explain that away isn't happening, even though he tried to give a reason here.
I thought it was an airbag.
Oh, the pipe bomb shaped airbag. See, that's one of the many reasons.
Pipe bomb shaped airbag. The airbag?
Oh, the pipe bomb shaped airbag. See, that's one of the many reasons, kids, you shouldn't smoke meth. It completely destroys the part of your brain that thinks up lies to tell cops. We don't exactly know right now who that bomb was intended for, but it really sucks for that guy that it had to go off in an officer's face. After the
oh shit. Yeah. This is insane.
Explosion, the officer placed the suspect under arrest and called for medical attention. The officer went to a medical center and was released, and our suspect, of course, is facing multiple charges and is being held without bail.
Good.
So for our next video, we head to California, my favorite state in the United States, as you all know. All right, you guys know I can't pronounce shit. So Ceres, I'm thinking Ceres, California. Let's go to the video. Ceres, California, May 10th, 2024, 11:38 a.m. 911 gets a call about a crazy-ass meth head that's waving a knife around outside of a family's house.
Oh, good. Gotta love meth heads with any kind of weapon. In any kind of family area. Just fan-fucking-tastic, isn't it? Meth is a hell of a drug.
And is threatening people. That's a hot call.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Hello, the address is drug court. There's there's a speaker outside my house and he has a knife and he's threatening my husband.
Do you know him? Do you know him? It's not an it's a yes or no. Do you know who he is? Yes or no?
Yes, it's my husband's brother.
Can we take a second?
Ooh. It's my husband's brother. Oh dear.
To talk about that spicy ass dispatcher real quick. Speaking to her like that, you'd think she's talking to her own sister that she's fighting with right now. Dispatchers do be spicy sometimes.
Yeah, they do. But they have to get the information, right? So they can't fuck around, right? They have to get the info out of you. So.
Anyone in this backyard, Modesto Police Department K9, come out with your hands up.
You gonna release the doggy?
14.
That's good.
Come on, K9.
Alexander, this is the Modesto Police Department K9 unit. You need to come out with your hands up.
Of course his name is.
Surrender now.
One of the officers eventually finds the suspect in an abandoned vehicle.
I got him! Oh, oh no, it's the female officer. And this is where we see the one where she gets hurt. If it's San Bernardino or Central California, it's almost always meth. Oh, really? Why? Because there's nothing else to do.
In the car.
Vehicle.
I got him! Sarge!
In the car. Dax, here. Hang on. Hold him. Here. Dax, here. Dax, here. Do not move! Here. Hang on. Just hold him there. Hey, keep your hands up. Let me see them. Hands up.
That officer does not sound threatening or intimidating at all. He's just like, hands up. Let me see him. Hands up. He's just like...
Both of them. Back up. There you go. Back up. Over there. Hey, if he does not comply, I'm going to send the dog on him.
Okay.
Keep your hands up where I can see him. You see that?
Stay here.
Hey.
Okay. Stay here.
Open the door. We need to go hands on.
You need
Where do you
another
guys hands
unit.
on?
Get over here. Like
Open the door for me. Open the door.
He just sounds tired, that officer. That officer just sounds like he's like, I just want to go home. Open the door. I just want to go home. I just want this shift to be done. Or just open the goddamn door.
How'd you get in? Yeah. What's your name? That's it?
That's him.
Alright. If you can open that door, I can probably...
Modesto, Central California. It's almost like I live there or something. Yep.
And here's where things get really dangerous.
Let me get down. Ah!
Ooh.
Let me get down. Ah!
What happened right there might have been the wrong move by the officer. When the suspect got out of the truck, she should have created a little bit of distance between herself and the suspect, not really move in, because that kind of led her to be more vulnerable to an attack. Here's her attack in slow motion.
So she went towards him instead of away from him. Okay.
I understand that she was trying to shut the door, but in my opinion, backing up would have been the right decision there. You still got a gun on you. And here's the incident from the body cam on the other side of the truck.
Yep. Hang on. I'm going to go around. Keep holding here.
That's 102. Give me a better location for 820.
Keep your head. Got my...
The suspect was given first aid. Medics arrived though and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Oh shit, so she killed him. She killed him, okay. Central California is like a wasteland. It is so boring. Okay, well then I guess
Officer who was slashed was given first aid and transported to a local hospital where they were released. And good for her too, because that knife is no joke. It looks like that meth head prestiged that knife. It looks like a rare drop from a boss in Far Cry. And the suspect in this situation was no joke also. And I have no idea why he hasn't been locked away for life with this criminal history. Actually, you know what? I f***ing do know why. It's California. Let me get a big breath for this one. Previous criminal history. Leading police on a vehicle pursuit, assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, vehicle theft, driving under the influence, violation of a criminal protective order. As we say around here quite a bit, that is not a nice person. Why are they still breathing air around us? Anyways, that's all I have.
Fucking lock him up.
For you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, you can check out the Unsubscribed podcast, my vlog channel, Operation Donut, or go to donutoperator.com and get some super sweet merch. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, have a fantastic day.
I love the Unsubscribed podcast. It's a good show. So yeah, I like always watching Donut's videos because Donut is very descriptive for this blind person who doesn't know what's going on. So yeah, it's cool to watch his videos because he's always very descriptive. He's always like, and because of his police experience, he's knowledgeable about it. So it's really cool to watch his stuff. I enjoy it. And since I'm subscribed to him, that was right up in my feed, so I was able to find it. So that was awesome. I was really happy to watch that video, especially since it came out yesterday. So Abba and Preach have compiled Zerka and Heel Mike's and Jeffrey Ross's degeneracy. And this is why I'm saying that it is not only a Wacco Wednesday, it is felonious as well, because like these guys are definitely gonna catch a case here. These guys are definitely gonna catch a case for being in their late 30s and knowingly hanging out with minors, high school kids. let's take a look at not only these degenerates, but Abba and Preach's reaction.
She's 16. Who?
I'm 16.
You are?
I'm 16, yeah.
W.
Dude.
I don't care.
Peg's rating this?
Don't say W. What the and some of these clips are new from you know how we covered some of this last week? Some of these clips are new and the stuff that we didn't cover.
Are you friends with 16-year-olds? That's what you guys are saying?
Yeah,
so to be clear, there is no doubt that these women are underage. The question is whether or not these guys knew.
Jessica!
Yeah, Jessica.
And the answer is they knew and they liked it. According to footage that was surfacing from months ago, these guys were made aware of the fact that these girls were aged. Multiple people came up to them like, yo, these girls look really young. They're like, shut up.
Come on.
You're watching kick predators getting involved with 16-year-olds.
Literally, that's what we're watching. And it's gross. Preach is like, what?
Hey, oh my God. Here, put your number here, because I'm a little late.
Where do you
What the fuck?
Perfect.
Hey!
They both on. I said, don't do it on camera.
They were both on.
Durko. Yulia.
The legal age of consent in Florida is 18 minimum.
Like you. 5? I said, what? She said, December 1st. Go ask her birthday. Later.
I still think that that what's his face, the guy in the Virgin shirt, I can't remember what his name is, but if he was that upset about it and that concerned about it, he should have left and he should have like gone and reported it
And see if it's the same birthday.
Okay, dude.
I'm not doing this for content. John.
No, because I'm used to Canada. In Canada, you can go to... I've never done it, but you can...
In Canada, you can still catch a case if you're like in your 30 something and you go for a 16-year-old circa. That
do it, like, no.
This guy's in his 30s.
What?
This guy's in his 30s, bro.
Like, if you're 20 or 19 and you go with a 16-year-old, it is much different, like, in Canada, right? Than if you're 30-something and you go for a 16-year-old. That is not okay in Canada. Okay? That has never been okay in Canada. Like, that is not a thing that is normalized at all. That is not okay. The age of consent is meant to be 16 for, like, the people who are, like, a couple years apart. Right? So they don't catch a case. It's not meant to be for, like, you're 36 and you found a fucking 16-year-old. No. That's not what it's meant for.
Geography class.
Okay, don't say that on stream. What time did you wait? What time's your geography? Do you have to leave?
Yes,
What time do you have geography class?
Like 7 in the morning.
I've done geography. I got you. I can do it for you.
Ew, Heel Mike is like, don't go. I can do your geography homework for you.
Ugh. Quizlet. I got you, baby. Stay the night.
You'll do my homework?
I got you.
I'll be your pastor. Oh, this line is telling me you don't like to swallow, but this line is saying you must.
There was a psychic on Fresh and Fit that day that I went.
They're saying kiss. Let's go.
No.
Let's do a quick one.
I have to get...
And she doesn't want to kiss him. That should be another thing. Like, that's another thing nobody's pointing out. He's like, they want us to kiss. And she's like, no. And he's like, come on, let's do a quick one. Dude, she said no.
What the f***?
Hi, Natty. Imagine what you'd be waiting.
Guys, so if you guys don't know, Natalie's 16 and I can show your ID. Under 21 until 12/28/2027.
Yikes. That's 3 years away.
That means she was born 2006.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then they DM'd the dad, and the dad was like, that's my daughter, she's 16.
Ooh. Ooh. And again, this is something that I hope I hope Abba and Preach say, and I'm pretty sure they do in this video, but that for the dad, that's an L. If your 16-year-old is like an influencer and she's out partying with adults, that's an L on you. These guys are sick. Yeah, they are sick.
Nice. They're good girls. Go ahead. No, they're not. I like them. How old are they? No, go ahead. Relax. Chill out. Ask that question.
Like, this is crazy. They keep being asked how old they are. They keep doing ID checks. They keep doing... I'm like, if you need to be constantly checking how old these people are, then they're too young to hang out with. Right? Like, you should be engaging in social activities with people your own age, and that should be like easy to spot that they're your own age. Like, you shouldn't be, hey, can I see your ID real quick? Like, that's, if you have to ask, if you're in your 30s and you're hanging out with somebody and you have to ask to see their ID, don't hang out with that person. That's just
They're 22. Mike, why are you hanging out? $3 tips. Vile? Bro, check her ID. I went to high school with her. She's 17.
The fuck?
Ban that snitch.
You can check my ID.
No. I'll take the ID after.
Okay. L.
Hey, W. Byron. Byron gave me consent to hang out with her. Yeah, at first he was like, absolutely not. Then he kind of realized I wasn't a douchebag. Bro's 40, f***ing with 19-year-olds.
Yep. You're in your 30s. Why are you even... Dude, why would you want to be screwing around with teenagers in your 30s anyway? That's just...
I'm in my mid-30s and they're 18.
When I was a teenager, teenagers were annoying.
Years old and letting these 19-year-old girls you?
Shut the fuck up!
You're 16.
Au revoir.
Let me see your ID.
I don't have it on me. Ray has it.
You don't have it? You don't have it on you?
Ray has it.
Great answer. That's all I needed to hear.
Like, yo, Mike, the fucking 30-year-old person that's outside of the teenager stuff.
How old do you think I am? Mike, I'm just looking out for you. We don't like teenage girls. I do. So leave. Kiss!
Dude! Yeah, dude, no, you're not supposed to say that.
Yo!
You're not supposed to say that at all. That's not okay.
Yo!
Yo! Let's keep watching.
I'm saying, yo, you're not giving me any answers.
Let's keep watching.
The office just like, keep watching.
I love them. So get the f*** out of here. I love them. So go leave.
Hey, yo. Hey.
There you go. Look at the dad. Is Yuli your daughter? Yes, she is. Is she underage? What the hell? Yes, she's 16.
I want to like sensually kiss you. This is 2 nights in a row she's gotten me drunk.
This is too. He's blaming the teenager for getting him drunk. He's blaming the teenager for getting him drunk when he's in his 30s and she's a teenager. So they're serving alcohol to the teenagers, which is also a felony.
She's very creepy. She's a
Calling me creepy?
You're
Like 6'ers?
You look like you'd be like on the back of like a milk carton, and I want to put you there.
Listen, I don't know if he's gonna be permanently banned, so I don't even want to say that. I don't know. This is more what I've been saying. I think a lot of these red pill dudes want underage girls.
Yep.
That's what I believe.
They do. They want underage girls. They want women that behave like underage girls because they want women that are moldable and malleable and who will do what they say. That's what they want.
Keep yarping on. Like, a dude who obsesses with a girl being 18 or 19 is probably not going to care if she's 16, 15, 14. You know, to them, there's not a difference other than they can go to jail. So am I surprised? No. Why would you harp so hard on a girl being 18, 19 if you didn't care? Look, you don't care if she's 16. Be honest. You're going to say it socially.
If you're like, okay, here's the deal. If you're like 19, 20, 21, then I could see like you caring a little bit, right? Because you're in that age group, you know, maybe you have some younger friends, whatever, right? But if you're in your 30s, you should not be harping on that, because that should not be an age group that's even on your radar. Unless it's to avoid it. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, the mindset of an 18, 19-year-old is probably going to be very close to the mindset of a 16, 17-year-old, 15-year-old. It's not going to be that much difference. Pretending otherwise is a cat. So you in your mid, late 30s, trying to talk to these, like, they the same shit, but you going for it.
Yep.
For that reason. That's why when you found out she was 16, you didn't go like, yo, get this out of here. What do you say? Well, you know, in Canada.
Which is, again, it's not true. Like, if you're a full, like, in your 30s adult and you're fucking around with a 16-year-old, you are going to catch a case. Right? Like, nobody's going to be like, oh, well, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it is much different if you are, like, 2016 versus 36 and 16. You know what I mean? That is a big difference.
Bro,
I'll put Canada into this.
What 30-year-olds do I know in Canada who are trying to holler at 16-year-olds?
Nobody.
Like, you guys are so weird.
Nobody.
You're fucking dealing with a minor.
You guys are weirdos.
That's weirdo. That's weirdo shit.
It's not abnormal that these guys want to go for these girls, because, like, they're the most malleable and the most influential. Like, you see teenagers, they're retards. They just are. You got nothing to talk to them about. But the good thing is, they're fresh, right?
Yep.
And they're easily, like, malleable to
See, he said it. He said it.
whatever you want them to be. So these guys are just weirdos. That's what it comes down to. But do I have huge thoughts about this? No. This is what I expect from that degenerate platform and the degenerates that are on it. And you know what's crazy? Zerka's like on a bunch of different platforms, and every time he goes on something, it gets banned. I always said that dude was radioactive to his own career.
Common denominator.
Charismatic, but an idiot who basically gets in his own way with drugs and stupid behavior. And I see it all the time. So, you know, this is more of the same. I'm not surprised that this happened.
So what?
Well, what do you mean, so what?
So what? What's the count now? YouTube?
Twitch,
and now this.
Yep. Everywhere Zerka goes, he just nukes his career. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about, like, success that he just doesn't like. I don't know what it is, but he just, everywhere he goes, he just does things that gets himself in trouble. And now he managed, like, for Kick to ban you, like, you basically have to do something that is illegal, because Kick is full of degenerates.
So Rumble.
Ain't Kick like one of the platforms that is really, like, they let a lot of things slide?
Yeah, but you can't film yourself making out with minors. That's illegal.
I understand that. But
you can't film yourself like flirting with minors, hooking up with minors, and serving alcohol to minors. You can't do that.
If you managed, like, you could potentially be sued over this. You could be going to prison for this.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Let me do it on cam. You could go to jail for that.
There's a lot of these dudes who do it on cam. There's dudes who go on Omegle and they talk to teenagers and they're like, yo, show me your tits. And they sell that footage. Like, these guys are grade A weirdos. And they want young girls for a very specific reason.
God damn. I didn't think you was that stupid.
Oh, they're dumber than you can imagine.
Well, I guess I know now.
Thoughts on the whole underage thing?
What do you want me to say? That it was a bad idea? That you shouldn't do that?
I don't think they care.
Duh. I'm just appalled by you saying that live.
We don't have to give that advice.
I'm just Jesus.
You're in your 30s. Go straight to jail.
Oh yeah. Monopoly.
Send these motherfuckers off. Deplatform. Don't care what happens. Send them off.
That's
bro.
some FBI shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. they have no business being anywhere near that age group of people. Like, no business at all. And for Kick to ban them, like, they basically, Kick shouldn't be given any applause for that, because they had to. They absolutely had to ban them. There's nothing, like, if Kick didn't ban them, they would be given more shit than if they did. So, to me, Kick really, it's like, yay, you did what you had to do. You did what you should. Good for you. Do you want a cookie? You know what I mean? And it just, to me, it's just not something that Kick should be congratulated for. I think that these red pill people, they keep exposing themselves for the controlling degenerates that they are, and I think that it's a matter of time before they all just get exposed and before the red pill community just becomes a complete laughingstock. And I hope that time happens before it's too late for the young men of this generation, because the red pill community is really preying on the fact that young men feel lost and feel alone, and that's very unfortunate and predatory that these red pillars are preying on that. Okay, I need to quickly go to the washroom. I'm gonna do a quick break, so I'm gonna turn up the music, refill my coffee, and we'll come back for our Ragical and our question period. So, here I go. we are. I hope you're all ready for the second half of our show, where we have a Radical the Unhallowed Night video, which they're always funny. Sheriff's cousin wobbles around and is arrested for DUI. So this is gonna be good. A sheriff's cousin gets arrested. And this is only 10 minutes. And then we're gonna jump into question period. Like I said, it's a short, wacko, felonious Wednesday. And then I'm going to be getting my children back outside into the air. So here we go. Radical, the Unhallowed Night. Take it away.
There's cameras in the department and my camera's on, sir.
Contact Donnie Edenfield. I ain't getting out.
Well, I've got some bad news for you, sir. This is not a hotel room.
Sam, get in! Ma'am, get inside!
What the? This is very southern. Oh my god, this is very southern.
Sam, get in! Ma'am, get inside!
You not have a firearm in your hand when you put both your hands in the air. Drop the gun. Drop it now.
Oh good, he's got a gun. Good, good, good. Gotta love it.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. I can see it. Do not move. Hands, touch the ceiling. Touch.
He's that woman real slow, boss man. I see it. Come on.
He's got a gun and he's walking around.
That's fine. Step up. We'll get it sorted out. Come on. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up.
Come here. Come here.
Turn.
Drop your cigarette.
Yeah, I mean, don't you know? Smoking kills.
Yeah, drop your cigarette while we're arresting you, please.
I was about to make a remark on the cigarette. You know, carry on.
I'm not dropping my cigarette.
Arrest this man.
I'm not dropping my cigarette. Even though you're arresting me.
I mean, he's got a point. Have you seen the prices of cigarettes these days?
Give me this hand.
Come down this way. I want you. You got anything on you? Do you want me to take that in your mouth? Okay, I don't want you dropping on yourself.
This is the most. This is even more southern than Donut Operator's Florida Man videos. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm going now.
Turns out we don't need a clock on the video, because we've got a man smoking, and his ashy bit seems rather wobbly, which he is about to drop on himself. What you gonna do about that, officer?
Young guy?
Sir.
No, they can have what they want.
Okay.
That sounds about right. That's what I say when I don't understand someone, and then usually I walk away. The police officer. That sounds about right. That's what.
They can have what they want.
Sir.
No, they can have what they want.
Okay.
She says, okay. I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm drawling pretty bad myself. So I'm just gonna walk away now.
That sounds about right. That's what I say when I don't understand someone, and then usually I walk away. The police officers do not have that luxury.
Nope.
When you get done with your cigarette, when you spit it that way.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't tell me what I can and cannot do.
Really? I mean, are we gonna do the temper tantrum?
Tell me what I can and cannot do. Are you a grown-ass man? Are we sure you're a grown-ass man?
You're not a smoking toddler. Also, it was a suggestion, not an order. Don't get your victimhood out of the box yet.
Okay.
I'll spit it when I want.
You really want to do that?
Good job. What do you want, a sticker?
This guy, I don't even know how he's still standing up.
Well, you're not getting one. I mean, maybe you shouldn't have wobbled your little gun around, causing this entire situation.
You're bison.
Mr. Gilly, are you willing to perform standardized field sobriety exercises?
Nope.
You're not? No? Okay, you understand that failure to do that when I ask you to means that I'm
not driving. My old lady is right over there at the...
You're not driving.
We're going to have to make
right
a determination whether or not to arrest you based on what we have already, what we have here.
You also had a gun that you were waving around, and you're also pretty drunk, and you were in public, so...
If you're not willing to perform standardized field sobriety exercises.
Whatever.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's another thing going on here. I mean, I couldn't care less about your dance of sobriety, but I do have the best music, which I cannot use if you're not gonna wobble around for a bit.
Nope, no moving around.
Right now you're being placed under arrest for driving under the influence. Okay?
Driving.
Okay. That's what you're being criminally charged with, okay? Go ahead and load him up and then take him to the office. You parked behind me?
Yeah. Oh. You got his driver license?
It's in. Walk this way with us, sir.
Careful, officer. Don't tell him what to do.
No,
careful.
Give it to me and hand it to me.
She's got it already. But I'll get it out of the car.
I love that, right?
Yeah, make a phone call.
No,
when you get to jail.
Yeah, when you get to jail, that's when you get your phone call. Dude.
Take him up to the office and get the intox license running for me, please.
I didn't know I can't get into it. What's your toe? You moving? Okay.
It's the same code.
What's that, officer? Do you mean,
Door slam?
something along those lines?
My sergeant told me to take you here.
Oh, he's gonna pull the family member. He's gonna pull my cousin's the sheriff, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. $1,310.97 at the office. Coffee in hours.
Yeah, go ahead.
685. 685. Come on. Come on.
Y'all ain't beating me. Nope.
There's cameras in the department, and my camera's on, sir.
Contact Donnie Edenfield.
They're beating you. Okay.
Y'all ain't beat me.
Yes, okay. They are beating you, I'm sure.
Come on.
Nope. No, ma'am.
Well, I guess that's that. You gotta let him go now, officer. Who cares if you wobble the gun around at the store and refuses to do the sobriety test? He called you ma'am, so that was politeness right there.
Yeah, he said ma'am. He's politely refusing to do anything. It's just
faint politeness, but rules are the rules. You gotta let him go. That's how it works, right?
must not be because he's still in the car.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Can I leave now, ma'am?
Contact Donnie Edenfield.
Okay, come on, let's go inside.
No. Go fuck yourself.
Well, that seems a bit uncalled for. You.
Well, that escalated quickly from ma'am to go fuck yourself. All right, then.
Rude motherfucker, you.
Contact Donnie Edenfield.
She's just completely unfazed.
Shut the door.
I'm not shutting the door.
Well, that's fine. Contact Donnie Edenfield.
I mean, I'm still wondering why Donnie has an anvil. And also, who the hell is Donnie? And even more important, does Donnie Anvil know who you are and that you know him?
I love when they say that. They wave the gun around, they get the appropriate response, and then they're like, "You were beating me!" No.
Sheriff.
I know who he is.
Okay, that's my cousin.
I'm not calling
so go
anybody.
Fuck yourself.
That's my
I'm not
cousin.
calling anybody.
So go fuck
okay,
yourself.
that's my
I called
cousin.
it.
I'm not calling
so go
anybody.
Fuck yourself.
I'm not calling anybody.
Well, go call him.
You're here to do a breath test.
I don't give a shit.
I bet you the cousin, your sheriff's. I bet you the sheriff, your cousin, is really, really not happy with your behavior and the fact that your drunk ass uses him to try to get out of this shit. Because if I was him, that would piss me right off.
I'm not. Nope.
But here's the thing, Bob. I don't even know what his name is. You just said it's her car, so why are you in her car and refusing to leave her car? Keywords being her car.
I'm not getting beat. I'm in the back of a cop car. Contact Enfield.
1329.
Good.
He's refusing to get out
I'm
the back
not
of my
refusing.
car.
I'm not refusing.
How far along are you?
I'm not refusing.
Well, I would say that,
I'm not
Bob.
refusing. I'm just refusing. I know that sounds very similar, but it's not.
So now his name is Enfield? Enfield? What are we doing here? Are we... You know, was the gun a carbine? It's not a gun. Just saying. Why the hell am I trying to reason with a drunk? Oh dear.
Yeah, please. If you'll help me get my feet out.
Careful. Advise him he's being charged with resisting officer without violence and taken to the county jail.
You want to... No, you can get in. You refusing? No, get back in. You refusing? I'm taking you to jail.
Now he wants to cooperate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Now that he knows shit's about to go down, he wants to cooperate. Okay.
No,
That's another charge. That's another charge. No, get back in. I'm not fighting with you anymore. Get back in because you're going to jail. Another charge for refusion.
You got a ma'am? It's just funny to me how he doesn't want to get out of the car. And now he wants to get out of the car. Because no one tells Bob what to do. Right, Bob?
Get back in.
I said I was going to get out for you.
No, you didn't. After I called for him to come here, get back in. You're going to jail. It's another charge.
Did I not just get out?
What?
You're not getting out.
Yes, ma'am.
I asked you twice to get out, and we're going in there breath test, and you refused to get out.
Breath test, that's fine.
And you refused to get out.
Now he's trying to reverse psychology the cop while he's drunk. That's funny.
But
that's
you didn't
funny.
see my old lady driving.
Get back in. I'm not fighting with you.
It's not gonna work, my friend.
Get your foot in. Watch your knee.
As it turns out, the gun was not actually a gun, it was a pellet gun. His name is not actually Bob, it's Daniel. And in the end, he actually had to serve some jail time in the form of 9 months. 9 months in jail. That was for 2 consecutive charges, which was served in one go. More information to be found on active police cams, end of the video, and of course the description. I also have a description in my description, so we got descriptions all over the place.
Descriptions, and submissions. If you would like to submit videos for me to watch, and you have a Reddit account, you can go to r/blindpress, and you can post up links and videos there. Or if you don't have Reddit, you can tag me and Pink Hollow on Twitter and send us things to look at, and I will react to them on stream because I would like more audience submissions. And now, oh shit, there we go. Now we come to our question period section of the stream, because things are getting interesting again in the House of Commons. And we're going to skip through and see, at least for sure, what Mr. Polyev is saying. Where Trudeau is still not back from his junket around the world. He was in Italy, then he went to Switzerland. I don't know. He might be back by now. I don't know though. So we'll have to see. I know that Polyev is here. But we'll see. I know Polyev is here, so we'll see if it's Chrystia Freeland or not. Let's take a look here at our illustrious Canadian politicians, and I will also be checking out to see when the budget vote is this week, because I know it's this week.
Questions orales, oral questions.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Le ministre radical et libéral de
The radical liberal Prime Minister is threatening to impose an order in council which would put at risk thousands of jobs in the Quebec forestry sector.
Yeah, they want to basically eliminate the forestry sector in Quebec. To, quote, save the environment.
I would undo that radical order in council in order to protect those jobs. But until I can do so, there will be an increase in the cost of lumber and wood for home building. We will also see job losses. How many Quebecers will lose their jobs because of this radical liberal order in council? The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Oh my God, he's actually here! Holy shit! Holy shit, you guys, he's here! It's amazing! It's amazing! He's actually in the House of Commons. Will he stay there the whole time?
Mr. Speaker, for decades now, the federal government has had a responsibility to protect species at risk throughout the country. We need to protect species at risk. In this situation, the woodland caribou is impacted. When we
how many woodland caribou are up in Quebec versus up in like Northern Ontario and the Northwest Territories and the Yukon and Labrador? And do you like? You don't have to completely stop the forestry industry to protect the caribou. You just have to make sure you replant what you take. The big liar is back. He is.
We work with the provinces and territories and various orders of government. We're going to work with our partners to ensure that we protect both jobs and species at risk. I look forward to continuing to work with the Government of Quebec to protect both the environment and jobs. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Yes, but Quebecers can protect both of those because this matter falls under provincial jurisdiction, Mr.
Thank you! Exactly! Thank you! You guys keep wanting to federalize everything. Why?
Speaker, the Bloc has maintained this radical liberal government in power. They've kept them in power, and that's how the Prime Minister is able today to impose this order in council, which will kill a bunch of jobs. And the Minister said that the Bloc, and in fact it's been reported that the government might in fact get involved and interfere with this file. Why is the Prime Minister and his minister deciding to get involved and interfere with Quebec's jurisdiction to kill jobs in the forestry sector? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Well, Mr. Speaker, another day, more evidence that the Conservative Party simply does not understand that to build a strong future is to protect both the environment and the economy.
And you are doing neither of those things, so what are you talking about?
We cannot build a strong economy without protecting the environment, and that is exactly what we are doing. On the other side of the House, though, they don't have the ability or the desire or a plan to protect the environment, to protect species at risk, or to protect the future of Canadian children.
Of course, you've got to work in the children. You've got to work in the future of the children, because you can't not protect the. Can't somebody think of the children?
We need a plan to protect the environment. That's what we're delivering on. But the Prime Minister's, the Conservatives don't even have a plan.
Just common sense Conservatives who are saying that the Prime Minister's latest tax hike on small businesses, farmers, home builders, and healthcare is not worth the cost. Now, former Liberal Treasury Board President Scott Bryson says the Prime Minister's support for the tax hike is a combination of moral sanctimony and economic complacency for ministers who simply do what PMO tells them.
This is a former Liberal president, Treasury Board president. That is damning to say sanctimony and economic complacency. That is rough.
Calls it socialist baffle gap. Why is the Prime Minister going ahead with killing jobs and raising costs with what
it's
his
the
own
Operation
call
Child
socialist
Shield
baffle
Act.
gap?
I like that, honey.
Call socialist baffle gap.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, despite the Conservative leader's partisan attacks, the raise on capital gains inclusion rates.
Sorry, can you say that without stuttering over your own words?
Speaker, despite the Conservative leader's partisan attacks,
shut up.
The raise on capital gains inclusion rates is very simple. If Canadians make more than $250,000 in profit from selling investments in a given year, we're asking them to share a little more of those profits with Canadians who need those investments.
So, if you sell a house, or a cottage, or you do well in a year of business, then you apparently shouldn't get to enjoy those profits. You should give the government 66% of that. Fuck off.
Whether it's by investing in housing, whether it's standing up for school food programs, whether it's
nobody wants a school food program.
These are investments we're making to support Canadians by asking the wealthiest to pay their fair
wealthist?
share.
What are the wealthist? And you are the wealthist, so why aren't you paying a little more, Mr. $203,000 a year? I looked this up, okay? So, and it took a while to read through the structure of this bullshit because of the way the document was structured. But the government house, like the House of Commons people, get a set salary every year, okay? And then they get an extra like $20,000 $30,000 in allowances, okay? So on top of their salary. So they get, and $20,000 of that allowance is taxable and the other $10,000 is completely theirs. Like, they don't have to provide receipts, they don't have to provide anything or pay taxes on it. So Chrystia Freeland and Justin Trudeau both get a salary of $203,100 a year, plus that allowance of a total of $30,000 per year. And they get paid this every month. And then a little more is not 2/3. No, it's not. And then the Speaker of the House and the Leader of the Opposition, and then like the Cabinet and the Shadow Cabinet, all get $96,100 a year, plus those two allowances. They're broken up into two separate funds. And then the Speaker of the House, and then the backbenchers, all the backbenchers and shit, get $72,100 a year, plus that $30,000 fund. So like, these guys are already, like, especially the Prime Minister and Chrystia Freeland, are already pretty damn close to that $250,000 in profit. And then you can definitely tell that they are, what's the word I'm looking for? Investing. You definitely know they're investing, but we don't get to see their portfolios. So, like, none of that is shown.
The Honorable Leader of the Opposition.
It's not partisanship for me. It's his own former Liberal Treasury Board president who calls it socialist bafflegab. In fact, the tax begins applying on the very first dollar that a small business earns. And, you know, he's been promising that raising taxes would make life fair. We find out today from the Food Banks Association of Canada that now a record-smashing 25% of Canadians live in poverty after 9 years of his taxes, his deficits, and his doubling housing costs.
25%. 25% of Canadians. There's only 40 million people in this country. That means 10 million people live in poverty. Thanks to him. 10 fucking million. The city, you could put the entire city of Toronto together. And that many people live in poverty. Don't forget the appearance fees. Yup. Does the school lunch program pay a member of the Trudeau family? Probably. Probably, Ghost Dog. Or is it unlike the school book program?
Why is he going ahead with the same wackonomics that caused the poverty in order to solve it?
Wackonomics.
The Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition talks about affordability, but he's standing against raising taxes on the wealthiest so we can give more supports to those who actually need it. He's standing...
Yeah, because you're not actually taxing the wealthiest, like corporations. You're punishing people who work hard and, like, buy a house and a cottage and shit. You're punishing those people.
Against our school food program, which is going to help...
Why does he keep calling it a school food program? Listen.
He need it. He's standing against our school food program, which is going to help
said food that time.
400,000 kids across the country have fuller bellies as they study, and take the pressure off about $800 a year for families who are pressed with the cost of...
$800 a year in grocery. Bitch, do you know that's $96 a month? Do you know how much food $96 buys? Like 3 days. For like the whole family. What the fuck? Taxes cuts help with that, you dumbass.
Groceries. We're continuing to deliver dental care supports to seniors, and as of next week, to young people and Canadians with disabilities. We're there for Canadians.
Wait, what?
Seniors, and as of next week, to young people and Canadians with disabilities. We're there for care supports to seniors, and as of next week, to young people and Canadians with disabilities. We're there for Canadians.
Why did you... Are you saying that next week dental care for Canadians with disabilities is going to be a thing? There's already oh my god. There's dental care available through the fucking disability programs for the provinces. You dumbass.
He's voting against it.
Yeah, he's voting against all of it because it already exists.
It has been 9 years of this Prime Minister promising...
Wow, saving me a whole $20 a week. Yeah, right? While stealing $200 a week. Yes, exactly, honey.
That if he just takes money away from small businesses and workers, it will go from one level of government to another level of government to another level of government. It will trickle down. And now, 25% of Canadians are living in poverty. something he tried to cover up, just like he covered up his own data showing $25 billion of extra costs with the carbon tax, nearly $2,000 in carbon tax cover-up for every single family. How can we trust anything he says about taxes, poverty, or money?
You can't. There's literally nothing you can trust anymore. This budget has to be a no confidence vote. We cannot afford to wait until October of 2025 to vote for this, to vote this guy out. We cannot. There's nothing to wait for.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition hid for 8 weeks while he was trying to come up with an answer to
what the fuck?
Opposition hid.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition hid for 8 weeks while he was trying to come up with an answer to us asking the wealthiest to pay their fair share.
I'm sorry, did you just say that the Leader of the Opposition hid while you were just gone for 3 goddamn weeks? Did that actually just come out of your mouth?
So we could invest in fairness for every generation? I think he needs to go back to the drawing board because his answer is completely illogical and unfounded. The reality is, Mr. Speaker, when it comes to delivering for Canadians struggling with food prices, we've got to...
Karl Marx called this the redistribution of wealth. Yup. He stayed in power because of first past the post. He's elected by 50,000 people in his riding and thus maintains his leadership position of the Liberal Party. Yep. It is literally because of first past the post.
National school food program that's going to help 400,000 kids. That party is voting.
You realize
against,
that like millions of kids are hungry, not just 400,000, and we don't want your shitty ass school food program. We want to pick the food that we want to feed our kids and send it to school with them.
They talk about affordability, but they're actually only interested in themselves and their political advantage.
Oh, yeah. Really? They're only interested in themselves and their political advantage. Again, though that actually came out of his mouth with a straight face. Wow. The Prime Minister is not the leader of the nation. He is the leader of the party in charge of the nation. They just forget that. And yeah, that's true. That's very true, Pink Hollow. And this is the thing that Polyev is trying to get back to, is to where he says the government is servant, not master.
The Honourable Member for Saint Jean. The Premier of British Columbia, David Eby, wrote to the Prime Minister to ask him to share more information and share information better about foreign interference with his province. Now, we know that with foreign interference, the Prime Minister isn't very proactive. He prefers to just close his eyes and wait for things to calm down. What we've seen is that federal foreign interference is not limited to the federal government. It can impact many orders of government. So why does the Prime Minister refuse to share critical information about foreign interference with premiers and provinces? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. On the contrary, Mr. Speaker, we are working with intelligence services and with CSIS to be...
You're working with the intelligence services while calling them liars and saying that there are problems with their reports and... Oh, yes. You are totally working with CSIS. Yes.
Be able to share classified secret information with provincial premiers so that we can better work together on this very real matter.
Says the guy who, instead of addressing the convoy protesters, ran to the cabin.
And institutions to counter foreign interference.
Hey, moron, if the kids have no house to live in, then the school and the lunch won't matter, right? Exactly.
Before us, we will continue to be transparent and thorough in countering foreign interference. I thank the Bloc Québécois leader for proceeding to get security clearance, and we hope the Conservative leader will do the same. The honourable member for Saint-Jean. Well,
is Saint-Jean
the Prime Minister's dilly-dally has had consequences.
leader of the Quebec,
he refused to give
part of
information
the
about
bloc?
the Winnipeg National Laboratory until ordered to do so. Also, there were problems with lack of collaboration with provinces
God, I
when it
hate
comes
this
to
translator
information
so
sharing.
much.
The Prime Minister is as much part of the problem as he is part of the solution. He needs to step up. What is he waiting for to give Quebec and the provinces the information that he has? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, Bill C-70 that we just passed through the House with the support of the Bloc Québécois and that has been sent to the Senate for further study. Well, Bill C-70 seeks to enhance information sharing with provincial and territorial premiers, information sharing when it comes to foreign interference or any national security threats. Through the bill, we would share information more often and more consistently. We're working respectfully and in cooperation.
There had to be a bill put in place for that?
For 3 months, his Prime Minister has known about serious allegations that parliamentarians are knowingly working with foreign governments to undermine our country.
Oh shit, now, no, okay, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Singh was going to talk about this.
Yet we don't know if he's had a single conversation with any member of his caucus. And the Conservative Party leader doesn't even want to know about serious allegations of foreign interference that
What the fuck? No, he just doesn't think that he should be forced to get clearance for it because it's something that everybody should know about.
directly impact their party. Why do both of these leaders put the interests of their party in front of our country?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, as all parliamentarians know,
The honourable member from Battle River Crowfoot knows indeed that he should not be speaking at the time. So I'm going to ask the honourable member, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, to start from the top, please.
Mr. Speaker, all parliamentarians in this House know how important it is to protect our democracy from foreign interference. That is why we've been working together, whether it's on a National Security Committee of parliamentarians.
You mean the NSIC COB that you fucking... That you called into question last week?
We created over the objections of the Conservative Party, whether it's through strengthened mechanisms within our national security universe, but also through election interference monitoring by top public servants. We have taken more actions on preventing foreign interference than any other government, and we've continued to work with independent commissions like the Public Inquiry to get to the bottom of it.
The Honourable Member for Burnaby South.
And not taking action.
For 3 months now, the Prime Minister has had information about Canada's last week able to share in the dark.
He turns groups against each.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Prime Minister divides to distract. He turns groups against each other. He fans the flames. He gave funds to an anti-Semitic Holocaust denier. And so even before October 7th, hate crimes were up 162%.
Yep.
And since, we've seen the rise of Hamas-inspired hate camps at university campuses that intimidate Jewish students and promote genocide. Will the Prime Minister finally summon the courage to join with me and call for these hate camps to be shut down and closed up so that students can safely go back to school?
Yeah, those are not freedom of speech. Those are camps of hatred and just complete anti-Semitism. There's nothing valuable going on. There's no speech being had. There's nothing productive happening with those camps. Nothing. That's right.
Minister of Justice and Attorney General.
I welcome the Leader of the Opposition recognizing the divisive rhetoric and the division that is occurring in Canadian society right now. We have a problem with hatred. We've got to address that problem with hatred. We know that the statistics show that hate crimes are on the rise 130% in the last 5 years. That's why I was proud to stand with CJA when we tabled Bill C-63, the online harm zone.
Oh, fuck you and Bill C-63. Get fucked. Bill C-63 isn't gonna do shit for this.
That would improve penalties for hate crimes, that would provide a definition of hatred, that would ensure that we are keeping Canadian communities safe. The Special Envoy on Anti-Semitism supports the bill, CJA supports the bill. I'm just wondering why the Leader of the Opposition does not.
The honourable member from Thornhill.
About those hate camps, all while he allows 700 agents of the Iranian regime to openly operate in Canada 4 years after they killed 55 Canadians, 30 permanent residents, and funded the brutal massacres of October 7th. 6 years of excuses and they did nothing. But with the by-election on Monday and the Prime Minister desperately needing to pad his margins, it turns out that there might be enough pressure for them to finally ban the IRGC terrorists that they should have banned years ago before they set up shop here to terrorize our communities. Why does the Prime Minister always put himself ahead of the safety of Canadians?
The Honourable Minister of Public Security.
Mr. Speaker, our government has taken a series of measures to hold the...
Our government has taken a series of measures. I am a robot.
Murderous Iranian regime to account. We have consistently said and taken measures, whether it's under immigration legislation.
Taken
listed the
measures? Come
Quds
on.
Force in terms of being a terrorist entity. Mr. Speaker, we take advice from national security agencies in terms of listings, and we
Not
think
from the Conservatives.
should allow that process to take place. And when we have some news, we'll be making an announcement appropriately.
The Honourable Member for Chicoutimi-Lafiore. Mr. Speaker, there is a reason why people are saying that the Environment Minister should resign. Once again,
'Cause he
is
should.
going after forestry workers.
He lied.
Thousands of jobs are at stake in the Saguenay region, and yet Quebec has the largest network of protected areas for woodland caribou. But the Environment Minister still wants to impose his order in council without considering the socioeconomic consequences. This minister, who lives in Montreal, never understands our regional issues. When will the Environment Minister stop punishing forestry workers who are just trying to do their job? And are
Never, because he hates you.
The Honourable Environment and Climate Change Minister. Well, I would like to remind my colleague that I was born and grew up in the beautiful town of La Tuque.
Nobody cares where you were born and grew up. You're screwing over your province. That's all that people care about right now, dude. You're screwing over your province, you're screwing over the forestry industry, and you've also lied about $25 billion.
My colleague's writing, the Minister of Industry's writing. Now, my second point is that Quebec has committed since 2016 to publishing a caribou recovery plan. And there was a letter from the provincial and federal government in 2022. And in 2022, once again, Quebec promised to implement a caribou protection strategy and to protect 65% of that species' habitat. The Honourable Member for Chicoutimi-Lafiore. Mr. Speaker, how many times has the Environment Minister been to the Saguenay region to meet with representatives of the forestry industry? Once? Twice? No, 0 times.
Oh shit. He's like, I'm from Quebec. I'm super proud of Quebec. And yet he hasn't been to meet with the forestry people once. Wow. Wow, good job.
No times, because he doesn't seem to be able to travel outside of Quebec. The forestry industry is crucial in Quebec, but he doesn't even seem to understand that. He needs to stop going after the industry. He needs to decide not to impose his order in council. Thousands of jobs are at stake, and that means thousands of families are at stake too. Conservatives will always protect forestry workers' paychecks. Will the minister respect Quebec's jurisdiction once and for all, and will he leave forestry workers alone?
No! He doesn't like you. He doesn't like anything that has to do with forestry.
The Honourable Innovation Minister.
Oh, here we go.
a little guy from Shawinigan, or Mr. Speaker, a little guy from Shawinigan or Latuque will not be taking lessons from the Conservatives when it comes to protecting our regions, Mr. Speaker.
I swear to God, this innovations dude, that's his thing. We will be taking no lessons from the Conservatives, Mr. Speaker. That's all he says. It's like this.
On this side of the
broken
house,
fucking
we know
record.
how to protect both the economy and our environment. We've always invested in the forestry sector. We will always continue to invest in the forestry sector and industry. And for workers in that industry, watching, tuning in from home, they should know that on this side of the house, we will do everything we can to defend them, to make Canada stronger and better, and to guarantee a great future for future generations. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Member for Montmagny-Lille, Kamouraska, Rivière-du-Loup. Mr. Speaker, 9 years of this...
The poor translator. She's like, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up.
Liberal government means 9 years of encroachment on Quebec's areas of jurisdiction. The Environment Minister wants to impose an emergency order in council to restrict the work of forestry workers. And
she's doing
which
good
would
now.
imperil thousands of jobs in this sector in Quebec. Only a Conservative government would protect forestry workers' jobs. With the help of the member for Avignon, La Métis, Matane, Matapédia, will the Environment Minister stop infringing on Quebec's jurisdictions with his radical ideas? He and the Bloc Québécois member should stop this. The Honourable Innovation Minister. Mr. Speaker, we
will take no lessons from the Conservatives. Who wants to bet that's what he's gonna say? Anybody?
Understand that forestry are part of Canada's DNA, very fabric, and the workers of the forestry industry are incredibly important. We're investing in the forestry industry. Not only are we doing that, but we're also looking into developing new technology because we want the forestry sector to continue to be prosperous in the 20th and the 21st century, and then beyond that, we are working
to infinity and beyond. That's all I can think
all
of.
sorts of partners, and those who are tuning in today can rest assured that we always protect the forestry industry and its workers. The Honourable Member for Montmagny-Lille.
Did you notice he didn't say anything about making sure their jobs are protected? No, I did notice that. That's very true. Democracy is, as I believe, 2 wolves and a lamb voting on what's for lunch. That's true. Hello, Costin.
Rivière-du-Loup. Well, Mr. Speaker, after 9 years in power, this Liberal government still hasn't figured out its place. It persists in imposing its incompetence on the provinces. It wants to pass an emergency order in council to protect the woodland caribou and completely encroach on the jurisdiction of the Quebec government, which is seeking to protect jobs, nature, and the economy. And just imagine, the Bloc helps them every time. Can the radical Minister of the Environment put his radical ideas aside, mind his own business, and let Quebec handle its affairs? The Honourable Innovation Minister. Yes, we have been in power for 9 years. And after 9 years, finally today, the Conservatives are waking up. It's Groundhog Day.
Really? Are we doing this reference? Yes, it is Groundhog Day. Because you're in power and you keep doing the same bullshit over and over again.
Well, the beginning isn't today. We've been here. We'll continue to be there. We've been there for the forestry industry. We'll be there for them tomorrow. We are protecting the jobs of today and the jobs of the future. On this side of the house, we will continue to work hard, and we'll let the Conservatives
have gotten worse in the last 9 years. I wonder if there's a coincidence.
Not too much, Mr. Speaker.
I have Député de Shefford.
The Honourable Member for Shefford. The program Aging Well at Home is a perfect example of the federal government's lack of compassion. Since 2022, the Quebec government has been asking for the money to be transferred to Quebec because this falls under Quebec's area of jurisdiction. Meanwhile, Ottawa has been trying to impose its conditions.
Because Ottawa wants to federalize everything and doesn't want the provinces to be taking care of anything. That's straight up the truth.
Today, the federal government prefers to cut seniors' checks rather than reach an agreement with Quebec.
Yep.
The government's priority is clearly not helping people. This government's priority is to make all the decisions and then look good while being the ones to hand out checks with maple leaves on them. What is this government waiting for to transfer the money instead of just failing seniors? The Honorable Tourism Minister. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank my colleague. The program Aging Well at Home is a federal national program to help seniors age safely.
Wait, it's Groundhog Day. He has no fucking clue what he just said, does he? No. He literally, no. No, he actually does not. He doesn't understand that.
With dignity. Mr. Speaker, our government invested $90 million in this program so that community organizations can put forward projects. Mr. Speaker, Quebec organizations and groups put forward projects through this program and this funding. We'll continue to work very hard with them to ensure that they receive funding. The Honourable Member for Shefford. Well, there's clearly a problem, though. This government has already created 2 classes of seniors. For 65 to 74-year-olds, the government will not enhance old age security. For those aged 75 and up, they're entitled to an increase of OAS. The Aging Well at Home program once again creates 2 classes of seniors, Quebec seniors and Canadian seniors. Seniors in Quebec will not receive any assistance from Ottawa under this program, which helps people age well at home and supports community organizations. Seniors in Canada, though, will receive assistance from Ottawa. What's the government waiting for to transfer the money? Why is it holding Quebec seniors hostage?
That's a very good question. And why is the Minister for Tourism answering this question?
The Honourable Tourism and Economic Development Minister.
Oh, that's why. Tourism and Economic Development. Okay.
Mr. Speaker, community organizations have worked very hard to present projects.
Yep, this is directly, yep.
National federal program. Seniors need these projects. Sometimes it's meal delivery, sometimes it's help with transportation and getting around. We are in solution mode. We're working with Quebec.
You're not. You're in spend and print money mode. Holy shit.
So that they can help seniors. There are no 2 categories of seniors. There's 1 category of seniors. There are just seniors, and this government is here for them. The Honourable Member for Thérèse de Blainville. Well, one of the best ways, Mr. Speaker, to address labor shortages is training. Training is the key to ensuring that we have a skilled workforce in all sectors of the economy. Everyone agrees about this. Workers, employers, the government, everyone's unanimous. Yet Ottawa is cutting transfers, leading to a windfall of $145 million. We know that the government is tired, but the government needs to wake up.
We know the government is tired of governing, but we need you to keep doing it, please.
Will the government reconsider its decision to cut transfers for labor force training? The Honourable Minister. As soon as we formed government, we began to invest significantly and heavily to train millions upon millions of Canadian workers from coast to coast to coast. Now, the program in question was not renewed in Budget 2024 because it was a temporary measure. We are here to work with provinces. We will continue to help them. Training is very important. Training is an area of shared jurisdiction. We are here for Canadian workers, all Canadian workers.
All of them! We promise! We're here for all of these workers! Oh my god. She needs to learn to lie better. The amount of shit, or holy crap, that explains so much. The amount of shit that just came into my, or just popped into my head. Holy crap, it all just came clear now. Yeah, it literally, just watching that, it just, everything just made so much more sense. So much more sense.
The Honourable Member from Foothills.
This Liberal NDP Prime Minister is robbing hardworking Canadians to pay for his out-of-control spending. The level of that thievery was exposed last week when the Liberals were forced to admit that their carbon tax scam robs our economy of $30 billion a year. And it picks the pockets of every single Canadian family of $2,000 a year. This environment minister is not worth the economic vandalism he has wrought on Canadians. Will he admit that his carbon tax is a scam and just resign?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, a deception was revealed last week.
It was.
The deception was the fake pose of the Conservatives to pretend to be on the side of working people.
Wow. Wow. That's what you're gonna... Really? You had the chance. You had the chance just now to actually be like, you're right. You know what? There was a deception. You're right. This was not like, no, you had to play partisanship and you had to go for the throat.
And last week we gave them a choice. We said they could be on the side of a nurse or a welder, a Canadian who lives from paycheck to paycheck, or they could side with a multi-millionaire. It did not surprise anyone on this side of the house.
Yep, they're
The
for workers, not for the
yet again
self-employed.
chose
Nope.
Their rich lobbyist friends. Shame on them, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member from Foothills.
About the NDP Liberal carbon tax scam was exposed last week. Yep. And it confirms what every hardworking Canadian already knows. Yep. It makes life unaffordable. Right. The Liberals' own data, which they desperately tried to hide, shows the Liberal carbon tax scam robs Canadian families of $2,000 a year. This is money that they would put on dance fees, hockey registration, a summer vacation, or just to put food on the table.
But school food program, Mr. Speaker. School food program.
The truth is, hard-working Canadians can't afford this environment minister's carbon tax scam. Will he admit it's a failure and just resign? Give Canadians a break.
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, there really has been a scam that has been revealed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's gonna do it again. She's gonna do it again.
For weeks, for months, the Conservatives have been trying to distract and deceive. They have been trying to bamboozle Canadians. They have posed as being on the side of working people.
Oh, she's doing it again. She's going for the partisan attack. She's literally going for the partisan attack instead of addressing anything.
On the side of people who live from paycheck to paycheck. But Mr. Speaker, last week they showed their true colors, and they voted against.
They voted against the capital gains tax that would punish small business owners and people selling homes and cottages. Yes, that must really mean they hate Canadians. Yes,
Canadians know whose side they're really on.
The Honourable Member from Dolphin Swan River, Neepawa.
Speaker, the Environment Minister has been caught covering up a damning secret from Canadians. After years of telling Canadians they'd be better off from the carbon tax, his own government's data has proved him wrong. The carbon tax will cost the Canadian economy $30 billion every year. That's nearly $2,000 per Canadian family. Now that we know the Environment Minister chose to vandalize the Canadian economy with his carbon tax, will he do the right thing and resign?
The Honourable Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The reality is that climate change is already costing Canadians $25 billion in the last 10 years alone.
Oh, has it? It has it? It's cost us $25 billion in the last 10 years alone. So therefore you should spend $25 billion a year more? Really? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now. It's already happening, and if we don't do anything, it's going to be...
And if we don't spend another $25 billion a year, it'll get worse.
What we're doing on this side of the house is we're helping Canadians fight climate change, and we're helping Canadians with affordability, which is why 8 out of 10 Canadian families get more money back from carbon pricing than what they pay, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member from the Coast of Bay Central, Notre Dame.
Mr. Speaker, this NDP Liberal Costly Coalition can no longer dispute the Parliamentary Budget Officer's finding that carbon tax will cost most Canadians more than they pay in.
No. They're still going to say that 8 out of 10 Canadians are okay. Hey, Cannibalistic Wizard. Well, heaven forbid she answer his question, lady. You look like a Trudeau muffin.
Their own report, which Conservatives forced them to release, shows that carbon tax will cost every single family in Canada $2,000 per year. Wow. And it'll cost the Canadian economy $30 billion per year.
Yep.
This is nothing short of economic vandalism. So after 9 years, will this Prime Minister finally do the right thing and fire his Environment Minister, or will he once again prove that he's not worth the cost?
Is the Prime Minister going to answer?
The Honourable Minister.
Nope.
Let's go through the numbers yet again, Mr. Speaker. For a family of four in Alberta, it's $1,800. For Manitoba, it's $1,200. For Ontario, it's $1,120.
Yeah, the amount you give back after stealing it. That's what you're telling us. Yeah, no thank you.
519. In Saskatchewan, it's $1,504. In New Brunswick, it is $760. In
Hold
Nova
on,
Scotia,
I need to answer this.
In Newfoundland and Labrador, $1,192 a year. To most people, that's a lot of money. To these guys, it's phony. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member from Cowichan, Malahat, Langford.
People are increasingly turning to food banks in Halifax because of sky-high grocery prices, with food bank visits having risen by 21% since last year. Instead of tackling the corporate greed gouging these families...
Sorry about that, guys. Important call.
...to address price fixing and harmful mergers that are increasing prices for Canadians. Just like the Conservatives, they'd rather protect CEO profits over lowering prices for Canadians.
Yes. Yes, they'd rather protect CEO profits. Cause that's exactly what they're doing by voting against the capital gains tax. It's that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me just check here. Where are we? Oh, all right. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna mute and be right back. And then we'll finish this off. So hold steady. Okay,
and profits over the people of Nova Scotia.
The Honourable Minister for Innovation.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank my colleague for the question. We did not even only chose the people of Nova Scotia. We chose all Canadians, Mr. Speaker, when we go to all the CEOs of the grocery chain to come to explain themselves in this town in Ottawa, to answer to this government, to answer to Canadians. Mr. Speaker, we have introduced one of the most comprehensive reform on competition because we want more choice, less consolidation and more competition. But if the NDP and Conservative want to do something, Mr. Speaker, they should call Walmart and Costco like I'm doing to ask them to sign the Grocery Code of Conduct so we bring fairness in this country.
Yes, yes, the NDPs and the Conservatives should do that. Not the people that are in power. No, no.
For all grocers across the nation.
Good answer, says Christian Freeland.
The Honourable Member from Skeena, Bulkley Valley.
Air Canada made $2 billion in profits last year, but apparently that's not enough because now Canadians are facing steep summer price hikes at a time when they can least afford it. WestJet is even charging people $25 just to book a ticket by phone.
How
These
much
costs
was stolen
affect
before you
northern
hit the
hard
return?
Because their flying is often the only option. The government's response has been crickets, whether it's grocery chains, oil and gas companies, or airlines. The Liberals seem perfectly fine with corporations gouging Canadians. Why is that?
That's a good question.
The Honourable Minister of Transport.
Mr. Speaker, as my colleagues know, WestJet make their own business decision, but charging extras for customers who book flights over the phone makes absolutely no sense. On this side of the aisle, we're working with the Canadian Transportation Agency to increase transparency of fees to make life more affordable. And what are they doing, Mr. Speaker? They're voting against all of that.
Yeah, because none of it makes any sense. That's why they vote against all of that. Yes, the government is going to tell industry how to function. Now, what type of government system do we know that functions like that? Yeah, that's a good point.
The Honourable Member from Brampton South.
Mr. Speaker, June is National Indigenous History Month. It is time to reflect on the legacy and impacts of colonialism and work together towards a better future.
Shut up!
This is a top of mind for the 12,000 First Nations and non-Indigenous residents who live in the Winnebago region in Northern Ontario.
This is without being racist. Somebody whose family immigrated, whose family migrated here because they were an immigrant, came over to a different country. And the fact that Trudeau is importing immigrants, no, just never mind. For a government that hates Vladimir Putin so much, why are they copying him? That is a very good question. Just saying, natives should shut the fuck up. They fucking lost. Now they should get over it. Yeah. It's just really funny that somebody from like India or Pakistan is somebody from India or Pakistan that is coming over to Canada and talking about somebody who's from a country that was colonialized by the British much more recently than we were, and They're gonna come over here and talk to us about colonialism on behalf of the indigenous people. I just find that really, really, really ironic. It's funny.
Tell us what the government is doing to ensure everyone has a fair access to quality health care.
The Honourable Minister for Indigenous Services.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member from Brampton South for her advocacy. She's right. For too long, Indigenous people have been facing discrimination as they access health care, but everyone in this country has the right to quality health care. In 2018, our government contributed $158 million to plan the replacement of the Winnebago Hospital in Northern Ontario, and just like I said in this House last month, we are going to get that hospital center built. The federal government's contributing $1.2 billion, Mr. Speaker, so that all members in the Winnebago area region have equal
Yeah, didn't they close the Winnebago Hospital?
Access to health care.
I'm pretty sure they did.
The Honourable Member from Calgary, Forest Lawn.
The $30 billion carbon tax cover-up has been exposed. This costly cover-up coalition hid a secret government report proving the carbon tax scam commits $30 billion of economic vandalism. The culprit of this cover-up is the Environment Minister, who has a profound love of orange jumpsuits and handcuffs. He did it to protect the leader of the NDP's pension. These champagne socialists are not worth the cover-up or costs. Why hasn't this Environment Minister been fired
This guy is
for misleading Canadians?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, the average income in Calgary Forest Lawn is $35,000.
Hey, bitch, you make $203,000. Shut up.
The average person in Calgary Forest Lawn can only dream of having an income of more than $250,000 a year. But their MP thinks that the average person earning $35,000 in Calgary Forest Lawn should pay tax at a higher rate than a multi-millionaire making a profit of more than $250,000 a year. That is shameful, Mr. Speaker.
I know this is the fifth week in a row that the House is sitting, but I'm going to ask all members on all sides, please, to not use your voices unless you're recognized by the Speaker to ask a question or to answer.
34. Oh God, we have another 25 minutes to go with this. So you know what? I think we've got the point. So I am going to see if we can find something to finish us off with. Excuse me. Let's see if we can find one more video to finish us off before we end the stream. And heads up, the combat hour is going to be early tonight because I'm going to be streaming my Champions of the Realms run, and I don't want to do 2 combat streams. So I will be doing the combat hour early tonight. Why am I not finding anything? Oh, what's global news saying? Oh yeah, Putin went to North Korea. Ooh, we'll watch this. We'll finish off with this. TikTok prankster is about to be sent to prison by Odyssey. We'll finish off the stream with this. And we'll make sure that we have full volume. Okay. Take it away, sir.
Prankster's about to get thrown in prison for his recent content.
What the fuck is this?
What tacos at the egg roll?
What's he
This TikTok
doing?
prankster is about to get thrown in prison for his recent content.
I can't tell what he's doing. Breaking into a car?
Los tacos at the egg roll. Hey!
I think he's breaking into a car. Oh no, he's breaking
Sometimes
into
you just have to laugh at people for being so worthless that this is what they give to society. This guy is like the newest addition to the current race to the bottom when it comes to influencers who will do anything for 30 seconds of attention on the internet. Clearly going to the lengths of filming themselves committing crimes and completely disregarding everyone around him so he can just get his content. Essentially, he's routing thousands of dollars of equipment, causing potentially a massive dangerous mess for the employees.
So he's just trashing a store for no reason. He dumped a bag of ice into a restaurant deep fryer. This is the dot speaking for the feathers. Yes. Yes. It's a fast food restaurant. Okay. I got it. So he broke into he got into a fast food restaurant and he just dumped ice in the deep fryer. Why?
It's nighttime, so these employees likely just want to go home and sleep or be with their families, but instead, now they're forced to clean up this dangerous mess. And this is all because a waste of human space thinks his content is more important than the time of others. But obviously, he ran out before the outcome happened. So this is what actually happens when you put ice cubes in a fryer.
Is it on? Because if you put water into oil and it's on, like that's fucking.
The restaurant likely had to be evacuated, but what this guy is too
So
stupid.
is it on fire? I can't tell by the sound. There's the alarm.
The restaurant likely had to be evacuated, but what this guy is too stupid to realize, though, is he just filmed himself tampering with other people's food, which...
Yeah, right? Like, why would you, first of all, why would you film yourself screwing around like that? That's exactly what this is. He put ice cubes into a burning hot on deep fryer and oil and water. Oh, Jesus Christ. Idiot. It causes the oil to come up on top of the water, and then the water superheated by the oil causes an eruption of molten oil over the sides. Oh, fuck. And all over the floor. Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. That's like... and then that shit would be like burning hot and sticking to everything.
which could be years in prison. And depending on what state he's in, he can get anywhere from a serious fine to 20 years in prison if that grease actually injured people. And he filmed himself doing so. So there's no question about if he did it or not. The upside, attention. The worst possible downside, 20 years of prison. What a terrible risk to reward ratio.
Fucking good though. If you're gonna play this, if you're gonna fuck around, you should find out. And that if that's gonna include 20 years in prison, fucking fine.
Well, he puts the employees at risk. He probably raises the insurance rates for this location. I don't even think he realizes how much of a disaster this is for this location simply because he wanted some attention for TikTok. Wow. Well, this is far from his only horrible video.
You guys have a bathroom?
7287.
What can I get for you?
Not a bathroom thing.
On a burrito? I got you.
This just gives me Mizzy vibes.
I got you.
Wait.
On a burrito? I got you.
Ugh.
This just gives me Mizzy vibes.
It does. It straight up does. Like, this is an American Mizzy. This is seriously.
It's like, wow, congratulations. You can also be a burden to society if you choose to. But Mizzy lived in the UK and he actually ended up spending months in jail. This guy's in the US. We're known for giving out a little bit harsher penalties here.
Yeah,
so it'll be
just a
interesting
bit.
to see what happens to this guy. But what I hate about these people is for some reason they just love to harass minimum wage workers because in so many cases, they're extremely overworked and underpaid and they don't deserve this kind of treatment because society literally relies on them to function. So it's just beyond garbage that he's taken this out on them. But if you thought he was finished, apparently not.
Oh, of course not. Why would he be finished? Why? Well, he's just getting started. We should treat prankers like horse thieves in the 1800s. Yeah, I agree. So somebody gave him the code to the kitchen. That's what that 782 or 7287 number was. There's usually a punch code locked to the kitchen by the bathroom. Ah. I didn't know that. What the hell is he doing now? Do I even want to know what shenanigans he's getting up to? I'm gonna push mute on the music. He's stealing food. So now he's in a grocery store and he's stealing food. Lovely.
I don't know how I got to this point in my life.
And he somehow landed multiple jobs after that and also
How?
landed that Subway job after this video.
How did he land any
Friday,
job?
CVS.
Oh my lord.
We don't support none of this right here. Get out of here.
What the? Somebody needs to just put this kid down. Just put this kid down. Just anybody that is doing this kind of crap just needs to have their shit knocked in.
So I guess people like Jumane give hope to this guy if you really aspire to be like Jumane. So I guess there is some hope for him job-wise when he gets out of prison, but it's a shame that these guys have just become burdens to society for some basic internet attention because all of this guy's content is at random innocent people's expense.
Lovely.
I'm so sorry for scaring you. Let them have kids. Oh, who knows?
This dude is
charming
such a
man.
coward, and his time is coming. It's a desperate attempt to cash in on being a burden to society. The only problem is there's no money in what he's doing. None of his videos are monetized. So the only upside is attention on the internet.
That's literally the only thing he's getting. It's just attention. That's all he's getting. He's not getting money. He's not doing. It's just attention.
With the downside being thrown in prison, or even worse, if he actually does this to the wrong person. There's nothing like filming yourself committing battery with a cake. I hope this guy sees this video, presses charges, and sues him. But
yeah. There's nothing like this asshole and people like him, it's the same degeneracy as like on Kick and everything. Like it's pathetic. You can't, I don't understand it. He's tearing stuff off the shelves in the CVS. What a lovely gentleman. Wow, like this is like I said, Wacco / Felonious Wednesday. It was unintentionally both. So I'm gonna end here. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will be, like I said, the combat hour will be early tonight, and so come by then. But thank you for watching. I will be sending my kids to school tomorrow, so we'll be doing another show without them at the normal 11 o'clock time. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday afternoon, and I will see you probably around 5:30 tonight for the combat hour. Okay? Have a good night, guys. Bye.